For 92 days, I spent my time on this world building mountains because I thought that mountains were the beauty of living on an ocean-only world. And it's without a doubt that I had an absolute blast making these mountains, but more importantly, creating the videos that you have been watching. So whenever it came to my next project, I had to think very shortly about what I wanted to do next. I have already basically made a mountain biome on my ocean-only world. So whenever it came to another biome that I could make, I decided to go for the hardest one to build. And that was the barren, no water desert. But if you load into a Minecraft world today on the ocean-only superflat preset, you will find out that sand is very, very scarce. But in 200 days, whenever I was looting a bunch of drowned ruins and getting my tridents, I came across a lot of sand. It was a grand total of 20 pieces. And I want to build a desert. So the first thing we need to do, as all of my videos, is gather the materials. So in order to get all that sand, we're going to be making a sand duper. Bone meal this mushroom to get rid of the end portal. Okay, maybe I did it wrong. Aw, fuck. So that method was patched. I'm not sure when, but we're going to have to go to the bedrock breaking method. I'm not sure who invented this. There's literally millions of videos on how to do this. Oh, I'm on half a heart. I broke the portal. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Let's go. Boom. Let's go. So I only broke 6 end portals instead of all of them because I have very limited TNT. And I have no more sand to make TNT. So we're gonna build half of the farm right now. And now here, if I place my only 2 pieces of sand I have, flip on the farm for just a minute, I already have a stack. 6 pieces of sand, and 10 minutes later, I have more sand than I know what to do with. Now we need to finish up this farm. So we need to tear down this farm, and now we really build the farm. Making this farm was super easy, at least in the overworld. This YouTuber does a really good job at explaining how the farm works and explaining correctly where to place the blocks. But now it's time to build the collection system. And in the YouTube video, I don't really want to do that. So shout out to this YouTuber right here for making this amazing, wonderful, beautiful, just every single word under the sun that's positive, for making this collection system. So I grabbed all the materials needed, built the collection system, and AFK'd for 2 hours. Oh, yep, and the carts, yep, the mine carts. So we're definitely gonna have to AFK this a little bit longer than 2 hours. So as I moved all my sand to the overworld and then AFK'd off screen the sand duper, let's talk about what materials I'm going to need. The first one we're going to need is obviously sand, and then its counterparts, sandstone, smooth sandstone, sandstone stairs, etc. And then some wildcards, dirt, and stripped birch logs. But after gathering almost 60,000 pieces of sand, I now need to make this sandstone, the cut sandstone, the smooth sandstone, the walls, the slabs, the stairs, gather my dirt, and most importantly, gather my birch logs. But who wants to see me cut trees for almost 3 hours? Nobody! Oh, let's go. But I did it. Don't believe me? Here's the stats. And we're somewhat done gathering all the materials, but we're gonna place the dirt now for the sand. Out of all the projects I've ever done on my world, I think this has to be the most tedious one. It takes the cake. Having to place down over 40,000 pieces of dirt just so some gravity blocks don't fall down, it was something. But thankfully, I do stream for most of these recordings, so if you want to come and hang out, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for some of my streams. Because even though I was holding right click for 3 hours while swimming weirdly in third person, I had a blast just talking to Bree, Bryant, Jelly. It was a great time. Now a question I was asked a while back is, how do I have so much dirt? If I actually look at my statistics, I have over 200,000 of it mined. Where am I getting it? It's actually quite simple. At Y level 6, 5 layers of dirt spawned on this world. But now we are getting very close to the dirt being placed down, so now we can get started on placing down the actual desert. But I had to place down the sand and the moss together because I had to have the biomes mixed together. So we're gonna do that real quick. So now that wait. I totally forgot to do something. I don't want any mobs to spawn on this desert, so it doesn't hurt the spawns of my mob farm. So we're gonna need a lot of glowstone. Oh, come on. No. All right. Let's go. All right, now it is time to get the edges out of the way. This will look better in the future, but for right now, it looks a little weird. But hey, don't we all look a little weird whenever we start our mornings? But I just want to put into perspective how big this desert is going to be for a singular episode. The 3 videos I took to build all the mountains on my world was a collective of almost 80,000 blocks of moss. But for the sand alone, it is almost 60,000 blocks of it. But that isn't including the sandstone, the slabs, stairs, walls, and the cut and smooth variants too. Just the sandstone walls by itself, I have over 2,256 pieces of it. And because you get 6 walls per craft, that is 426 times I've crafted it, times 4 pieces of sand, and I have 1,704 pieces of sand just in walls by itself. The amount of sand poured into this could be around 70,000. The amount of sand I've poured into this project could be the amount that it took me just to build 3 mountains. Oh my god. Oh. The first layer of sand is complete. Now it's time to add some roughness to this desert. Let's do some of the easy ones. Let's start with this one right here. You sparked my interest in music. See, even though I've been doing one thing for a prolonged amount of time, multiple times, I've had a blast. See, I don't think I've ever said this out loud in a video before, but whenever I first started this world, my dream was whenever you load into this world, for it to not look like an ocean-only world, for it to have beautiful mountains, for you to look around and be like, is this an ocean world? Now we have finished placing all of our sand, but it's looking a little barren. And I know it's a desert, but we need to luscious this up a little bit. Alright, next up on the agenda, wow, that's a lot of sugarcane. A cactus farm I took down like probably 500 days ago, but I still have in this chest over here. And then the last thing, I think I've purchased this from the Wandering Trader. Tall dry grass. Is this a renewable source? I can! Let's go! But the cacti and the sugarcane sure does make the desert look 10 times better. But the tall dry grass, it's like the cherry on top. But now we're looking back at our list. We're missing a couple of materials, and I'm specifically looking at smooth sandstone. And we need to smelt sandstone to get the smooth sandstone. So let's build a super smelter. So as the super smelter went ahead and smelted, I decided to make more sandstone for the materials, but also the walls, the slabs, and the stairs. But now with all that sandstone smelting, I just need to wait. So, in the meantime, I needed an oil change. So, I went and AFK'd my Wandering Trader farm, completely forgetting that I'd be leaving the super smelter in unloaded chunks. Now, we're gonna have to finish all 3 of our buildings today. And we have 3 buildings. A building right here, a pyramid over there, and a building to cover that ugly monstrosity. We're gonna go from the smallest build to the biggest build. And the smallest build is gonna be right here. The first building was more of a cover-up for the villagers. They were ugly, this dirt was ugly, so I built this to cover them up. Number two. For this second building, I decided to take a little stab at making my own pyramid, just like the pyramids you see naturally generate in Minecraft. This one was a little bit thicker, and very terribly done.
Real trap shit.
And as I was placing down blocks and having a good time, I had a couple of visitors. Oh dear! Oh, they've spawned. I've built a mob farm. Dick. The skeleton just like stopped me. I've been invaded. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, hey! Ah! I got a record! But after I got done dealing with that, I placed all the sandstone down and got started right away on the murals. I think 64 may be enough. Let me go grab a building block real quick. Do I really not have yellow? Ah, gotcha. Oh, this wool's gonna take me out. Ah, keep... Can you even make yellow dye? With wildflowers. Light gray. I know I'm gonna have to make more, so let me actually just... more. Light blue. Works. Boom. We're done with the second one. Now it is time to cover up this monster farm. I actually went back and forth on this build quite a couple of times, because it was actually a very challenging build for myself. Having something super tall, but also not look very blocky, was something I haven't done before. So I tried to keep it as simple as possible, making sure not to have too many smooth walls where it's just one wall for 16 blocks, and keeping it as jagged as possible. But I did still run into the same exact problem. Whenever I was finished building it up as tall as possible, the walls looked very, very bland. So whenever I was thinking of words to put on the side, I thought of Azora, I thought of other desert things, but I eventually went to one of the goddesses, I'm not really too sure, Anubis. I felt that it matched the theme, as well as it filled in the wall. That looks so much better. I'm all done. Whoa. This desert project has been one of my faster projects on the side of not procrastinating. I've actually been really enjoying making these videos recently, and I hope it stays that way, because the ideas I have for this world, like I've said a bajillion times before, are ideas that I cannot wait to execute on, and more importantly, show to you guys, the viewers. My name is Gavin, and this has been Building a Desert on my ocean-only world, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.